Okay, sit yourself onto your lift and then come into a good cross-legged position on your mat, making sure that you're sitting evenly with levelness at the seat bones. You have to, I think next door they're having the kitchen refitted and they've already started. So you have to excuse and we can hear it, it kind of vibrates all the way up the house. So apologies if there's interrupting sounds this morning. So hold on to your knees, elevate your heart area up to the ceiling, and then draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Just look down at the floor, look at something that doesn't move, and focus on filling your lungs from the bottom to the top and emptying your lungs from the top to the bottom. Filling your lungs from the bottom to the top, emptying them from the top to the bottom. Release your knees, bring your hands into Namaste, press the palms firmly together and lengthen from your armpits into the elbows. And with an exhalation, allow your eyes to gently close. Just continuing to fill the lungs from the bottom to the top and empty them from the top to the bottom. With an exhalation, draw your chin down to meet your chest, lift your chest up to meet your chin, draw your shoulders away from your ears, just to stretch out the back of the neck. Spend a moment to seek to generate a genuine, heartfelt sense of gratitude for something or someone or somewhere. Something or someone or somewhere that brings positive energy into your existence. Just release the backs of the hands down toward your knees, palms facing upwards. raise your head and allow your eyes to softly open. Just hold onto your knees, lift up into the chest. And then take a deep inhalation, and then with an exhalation, draw the chin forwards and down to make contact with the chest. Lifting the chest up to meet the chin, so a good Jalandhara bandha. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Take a good deep inhalation, and with the following exhalation, raise your chin up to the ceiling. Push your chin to the ceiling, keeping the shoulders down away from your ears, stretching the front of the neck. Take a deep inhalation, and then bring the chin down to meet the chest. Lift the chest to meet the chin. Draw the shoulders down consciously away from your ears. Take a deep inhalation and then raise the chin up to meet the chest, unless it causes any discomfort. Stretch the chin to the ceiling, stretching out the front of the neck. Take a deep inhalation and then bring your head back to the centre. Just bring your head back down. So Andrew, does that feel all right? Yes? No, right, okay, good, because that didn't used to feel good, did it? So lift up into the chest, draw your shoulders down away from your ears, take a deep inhalation in through the nose. And then bring your right ear over to the right side, towards the shoulder, but keeping the shoulders down away from the ears. So you're not necessarily making contact. You won't make no contact, but feel that you can stretch out the left side of the neck. You can draw your chin towards your chest a little more. Draw your chin to the floor very slightly. Draw your chin to the ceiling very slightly. Just stretching out that left side of the neck. Take a deep inhalation. With the exhalation, come back to the center and keeping the neck long, come over to the left. Feeling that right side of the neck stretching out. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Take a deep inhalation and then come back to the center and back over to the right. So again, you can just adjust the position of the chin very slightly just to work into that left side of the neck. Just work with sensitivity, come back to the center on an exhalation, and then over to the other side. Again, just adjusting the position of the chin. Just making minute little adjustments just to work into that right side of the neck. And then with an exhalation, come back to the center. Keep the shoulders down away from your ears. Lift the heart area really consciously, drawing your shoulders down. Take a deep inhalation and then turn the chin over towards the right side, the right shoulder. Take a deep inhalation, breathing into both lungs evenly. With the exhalation, come back to the center and then across to the left. Taking a deep inhalation, come back to the centre with the exhalation and across to the right side. And with an exhalation, come back to the centre and again across to the left. And then with an exhalation, come back to the centre. So we're going to turn the whole of the chest and the abdomen this time. But this time I want you to keep your chin in line with your chest rather than turning with the neck. Take a deep inhalation and then rotate from the abdomen, from the ribs, from the shoulders, but keeping the neck soft this time. Drawing the abdomen across. Try to get the abdomen, the belly button to point towards that right knee and go beyond it. Use the out breath to intensify the turn. Again, just observing the balance of your seat bones. Using the out breath to turn a little more. And then come back to the centre. Hold onto your knees, lift up into your chest. Take a deep inhalation in through the nose. And then turn to the left. Again, drawing the abdomen across, just keeping the head looking forwards. Turning from the abdomen, from the ribs, from the shoulders. Maintaining balance at the seat bones. So adjust the position between the position of the torso between the two hips if you've rolled over onto one side. Dig the back hand into the floor so you stay on the front edge of the seat bones. And then gently come back to the centre. Just come off your lift and sit yourself back onto your heels. Just allow the shins to mould themselves into the floor. Just wriggle into the inner heels so that the outer buttock comes down into the inner heel. So you kind of sandwich your legs together firmly. Press the shin bones into the shin skin so that you activate the thighs. And then elevate the heart area upwards. Come forwards, hinging at the hips. Aiming to keep the seat bones down. Keeping the back as straight as you can as you come down. Push the hands into the floor. Spread your fingers. And then finally bring the forehead down. Just feel how this stretches out your lower back. If it feels too strong for your back, then put a block underneath your head. Have a block between the seat bones and the heels if there's, or a folded blanket if there's no connection. Just feel that opening up of the lower back, but also of the upper back, almost doming the back chest. But keep the shoulder blades moving in towards the front chest. So there are many juxtapositions in yogic practice. I'm sure you've been conscious of them in the past. Just breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, listening to the breath, pressing back onto your heels, lengthening into the arms, pressing the hands into the floor, lengthening back into the heels. Lift your head. Keep your right hand where it is and thread the left arm underneath the right armpit. Bring the shoulder down, that left shoulder down if you can. Bring your head down if you can. And then reactivate the arms. Press the right arm into the floor like you're doing normal virasana, and then consciously press that left arm really firmly into the floor. Try and keep the seat bones down there. Unlikely to stay down here, but do your best. Press the left arm into the floor as firmly as you can and roll the chest down towards the floor. If you had discomfort in the shoulder blade region, this can really help just to prise open the shoulder blades. And then stretch your arms out, just lift the head, stretch back into Adho Mukha Virasana. And then again, lift the head, keep the left hand where it is, thread the right arm underneath the left armpit, bring your shoulder down, bring your head down, lengthen into that left arm, press the right arm firmly into the floor and roll the chest down to face the floor. Just prizing apart those shoulder blades. Listen to the breath. Okay, and then just press your hands into the floor, sit back onto your heels. Just feel how the pose maybe feels different. From there, come up onto all fours. Just be on all fours, have the hands on the edge of the mat. Step the feet apart a little more so you can feel the edge of the mat underneath the toes. So hands wide, feet wide, and then come up into dog down. Straighten the legs, tighten the kneecaps, press the fronts of the knees through to the backs of the knees, lift the fronts of the thighs up towards the top of the legs, press the fronts of the thighs through to the backs of the thighs. Go inside the pose, inside the feeling of the pose, inside the activation of the pose. So yoga needs to become a continual sequence of observation and activation. So observe how you're activating. In the legs, are you evenly activating? Are both legs working as a mirror image of each other? That's unlikely. So observe the differences and activate so that they're even. Finding that levelness of action. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, keeping those legs evenly activated. And then step your feet forwards, come up into a standing position. Have some blocks for your hands. Have your feet as wide apart as your mat. Just make sure that your toes are in line with each other in front of you. Have your hands on your hips, lift up into the chest and squeeze the elbows towards each other so that you squeeze the shoulder blades together. So a different action from that thread in the needle in Adho Mukha Virasana. Keep the back straight. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together. Keep lifting the head as you come forwards, hinging at the hips. And then reach down and find the blocks. Again, go back into that observationary mode. Observation and activation and aiming for evenness of action, evenness of activation. Lifting the legs from the feet into the shins, into the kneecaps, into the thighs, into the hips. lifting the seat bones and projecting the chin and the chest forwards, driving the shoulder blades in towards the front chest. Just bring your blocks lower if you can. If you've got a problem with your back, stay at the higher level, but if you come down lower, then do that with observation. Does it change the extension? If it sacrifices extension to come down lower to the floor, then observe that and then go back higher, or try to reignite the extension that you had with your hands underneath the blocks. Okay, and then bring your hands into your hips, bend your knees on the way up if you need to, and then come up into a standing position. Come into Tadasana with the inner edge of your feet together. The inner edge of your feet together, and then lengthen your shoulders down away from the floor. Lengthen the neck out of the shoulders. Have the big toes touching, the heels touching. Hit your shins towards the wall behind you so that your weight goes into your heels. Turn the shins inwards. The fronts of the shins inwards. Tighten the kneecaps. Activate the thighs. Turn the thighs inwards. Tuck the tailbone in without disturbing the legs. Abdomen to the spine, belly button to the spine, abdomen to the diaphragm, lower ribs to the spine, heart area to the ceiling, lengthening the shoulders down away from your ears. So it's layers of juxtaposition. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Stretch your arms forwards, interlock the fingers, turn the palms all the way out. Raise your arms over your head, squeezing the outer elbows in. Keep the legs firmly activated. As you raise your arms, just make sure that you don't lose the action of the legs, that they maintain their evenness and their concentration. Maintain the concentration of the whole of the Tadasana pose. Don't lose your Tadasana just because you're raising your arms over your head. Release your arms, swap the interlock of the fingers so the other index finger is on the top of the stack, and then raise your arms over your head. Your arms, stretch your arms down to the floor. Just bring your arms out nice and wide in towards the chest, and then step or jump your feet apart nice and wide. Turn your left toes in, your right leg and foot all the way out. Bring the chest to face the front and rotate the legs, not in the same way as Tadasana where you turn them in, turn them out. Turn them from the big toe side to the little toe side, especially of that front leg. Keep the outside edge of that back foot firmly planted by rotating that leg, and then reach down. Feel how your body responds to the pose this morning. So is there resistance? Listen to the breath. Just feel the pose in 3 dimensions. From the feet into the shins, into the knees, into the thighs. Keep rotating those legs, but keep the big toe stamping down firmly. Squeeze the front leg buttock bone forward so that it's in line with the heel of the right foot. Draw the abdomen and the chest up to face the ceiling. And then come back to the centre. Swap the feet around, turn the right toes in, the left leg and foot all the way out. Just feel that the heel of this left foot is in line with the instep of the back foot. Just feel that it's there. Have a quick look, make sure that it is, and adjust it if it's not. Stamp the feet into the floor, lift from the feet into the shins, into the knees, into the thighs, from the hips up into the armpits, keeping that left side long as you reach down. Observe how the pose feels on this side, whether there is a similar resistance or if it feels different. It will probably feel different. Just acknowledge how. Feel that you are in alignment, that the front leg buttock bone is squeezing forwards, that back leg, the right leg, is pushing towards the wall behind you. Draw the abdomen and the chest up to face the ceiling. And then reach up, come back to the centre. And then step or jump your feet back together. Come back into Tadasana. Just breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. So we can do a pose that we haven't done for a little while, but I think this is a really good one. It's a really good one for kind of opening up the upper back. So garudasana. So just come back into Tadasana. Hitting the heels, hitting the legs back into the heels. Just listening to the sound of the breath. Focusing on long, slow, deep, deliberate inhalations and exhalations. Hello, Jeff. And then stretch your arms out in front, turn the palms to face the floor. And then I want you to bring the right hand lower than the left hand, and then cross the arms across. And then reach behind you and get hold of your shoulders. Get hold of the shoulders and try and prise the shoulder blades apart. So trying to get as far towards the centre of the shoulder blades as you can. So your elbows should have overlapped. So the right elbow at the bottom should have kind of crossed over and gone beyond the left elbow. So keep the left arm where it is and raise that right arm up, keeping the elbow in place. And then straighten the left elbow, turn the palm to face the ceiling, and then see if you can bring the palms together. So if you can't reach, not everyone can do that. If you can't, you can get hold of the thumb, or if you can't reach at all, you can hook a belt around the thumb and then hold onto the belt. But I can't get my palms right together, but they, kind of as close as I can get them. And then lengthen the hands up to the ceiling. Lengthen the arms to the ceiling so that the elbows come away from the chest. Push the hands firmly together. Draw the forearms away from your face. Just listen to the breath. Okay, and then release your arms and just feel how you've opened up the shoulders. So this is, it's only half of the pose. We'll do the legs again. We'll do the legs in a moment. And then we'll put it together. Stretch your arms forwards. This time have the left arm underneath the right. Cross the hands over, left arm at the bottom. And then again, just reach for the shoulder blades. Try and get the hands as close together as you can behind the back. Again, hopefully your elbows will have overshot. Bottom arm raise up, so that left arm raise it up. Other arm, keep it straight or straighten it out. Turn the palm to face the ceiling, and then see if you can bring those palms together, as close together as you can reach. Then lengthen the hands to the ceiling. So the elbows lift a little. Push the forearms away from the face. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Okay, and then gently release. And just feel the opening around the chest. Okay, so the legs are a bit of a balance. So you might want to do this against the wall, and you just stand with your feet slightly away from the wall, and then you just bend your knees down. Or you can just have like the seat of a chair or just something handy that will help you to keep your balance if you feel like you lose your balance. So the legs work like this. You have your feet, have your inner edge of your feet together, and then bend your knees. Bend your knees, and then you're going to lift up the right knee, and then see if you can kiss the knee. That's not part of the pose, but it's just nice to do that. And then get hold of the right knee, and then from the crease of your shorts, sweep across that buttock, and then try and bring the toes behind the back of the knee. And then uncoil and we'll do the other side. So not everyone can I've really struggled to get that foot behind the knee, but it's good to try. So bend your knees, bring that left knee up, give it a kiss if you can reach, and then sweep across from the buttock across, and then see if you can hook that foot behind the knee. Keep that standing leg bent, and then see if you can balance. Okay, and then uncoil. So those legs kind of really help to open out the lower back. Really, really nice. Okay, so we're going to do both at the same time. So when you kind of cross the leg that's at the top is going to be the arm that's at the bottom. So we're going to cross with the right leg, and then the right arm is going to go underneath first. Okay, so use whatever you need to help you maintain your balance. Bend your knees, lift the right knee as high as you can get it, sweep it across from the crease of the shorts across, swapping those knees over, so make the knee cross over beyond the standing knee, then hook the leg behind the back, hook the foot behind the back of the knee, and then swing the arms, and then lengthen the hands to the ceiling. Push the forearms away from the floor, press the palms together. And then uncoil. So it looks like it's going to be hard to balance, doesn't it? But the more you push the hands together, the more the balance comes. So we'll do the other side. Just bend the knees, high knee, sweep that left knee across, and then try and hook that knee, that foot behind the calf muscle. And then top leg becomes the bottom arm, and then reach up, reach the hands to the ceiling. Push the forearms away from the face, push the hands together. Breathe. Okay, and then gently uncoil, come back into Tadasana. So feel the space in the shoulders, feel the energy in the shoulders, feel the space in the lower back. Just breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Listening to the breath. Just Bringing your breath back to a normal rate. And then bring your feet hip width apart. Turn your toes in. If you're protecting your back and it doesn't come down easily, then you can just come halfway and stretch with your arms on the top of a table or the back of a chair or a windowsill. Have your feet hip width apart, turn your toes in, lift up into the chest, raise your arms up in virasana, hook the thumbs into the crease of the elbow, have the fingers around the outside edge of the elbows, come forwards again with a straight back, keeping the arms lifted, keeping the head actively lifted, and then hang down. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. If it's too strong for your back, then bring your hands onto the back of a chair and straighten them out. Otherwise, activate those legs fiercely, lifting from the shins to the knees, to the thighs, to the hips. Let the top of the body hang down. Bring your hands down to the floor. Just come into half uttanasana. If you can't reach the floor, then bring your hands onto your knees, onto your shins. And then walk your hands towards the end of your mat. Have your hands shoulder width apart. Step back, come into dog down. Have the feet hip width apart this time. Just feel how the pose is different, how it feels different. Observe that internal balance of action. Okay, and then come down onto your knees and just sit back onto your heels. Just observing your energy, observing how your energy has changed. And then just sitting back on your heels, come forwards into virasana. Again, just observing how it feels different, just wriggling into the hips. Stretching forwards, keeping the seat bones down on the heels. Pressing the forehead into the floor. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Observing the internal balance of action. Aiming to consciously make it even. Okay, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, push yourself up into seated position. Just observe your energy, observe how your energy has changed. Get yourself a couple of blocks and sit on those blocks, and then bring the feet together in front of the blocks with the feet either side of the blocks. Bring your thumbs into the backs of the knees, draw the calf flesh away from the backs of the knees, and then sit back down onto the blocks. Now, not everyone needs blocks. Some people need more blocks than others. If this doesn't feel good for your knees, so Ian, if this feels aggravating for your knees, just sitting normal cross legs. So don't force your way in if it's uncomfortable on your knees. You can always put a belt around the back of the knee and not pull it away as you come back down if it's uncomfortable. So virasana is a really good way of bringing energy into tired legs. So if you've been on a long bike ride or a walk, then virasana will help to kind of bring energy back into your legs. Get hold of the inner heels, and then we're not trying to crack any bones, by the way, just I want you to roll the inner heels around towards the outer heels. So just roll the inner heels away from the sides of the body a little, so that the little toe side of the foot comes down onto the floor. So just encourage that little toe side of the foot down onto the floor, and then release. They'll kind of want to prise back in, but just try and prise them back apart. Lift up into your chest. Stretch your arms forwards, interlock the fingers, turn the palms up to the ceiling, squeezing the elbows in towards each other. Take a deep inhalation, and with an exhalation, turn the torso to the right, turn the armpit chest to the right. Keep the head just looking forwards, draw the abdomen from the left to the right, the lower ribs, the upper ribs, the armpits, turn to the right. Push the palms to the ceiling. Feel like you're hanging from the ceiling. And then come back to the center. Take a deep inhalation and then turn to the left. Drawing the abdomen from the right to the left, the ribs, the armpit, chest, but keeping the arms extending like you're hanging from the ceiling. Squeeze the outer elbows in. And then gently come back to the center. Release your arms and then just swap the interlock of the fingers. So however you interlock your hands naturally, just bring the other index finger onto the top of the stack. So you do the unnatural interlock, and then again turn the palms up, squeezing the outer elbows in, feeling like you're hanging from the ceiling. So there's downward action as well as upward action. Take a deep inhalation and then turn to the right. Again, keeping the head just looking forwards, but turn from the abdomen, from the ribs, from the shoulders. Just observe the balance of your seat bones as you turn. Try and maintain that levelness. So if you lean over to one side, then your balance will be affected. Come back to the center and then turn to the left. And then gently come back to the center and gently release your arms. Just observe the feeling in the shoulders, the warmth you've created around the upper body, and then just come up onto your knees and then just sit back on your blocks and consciously stretch your legs out in front of you. So let the legs slowly recover. Gently straighten the legs. Push the heels away from the seat bones, pull the toes towards your kneecaps, tighten the kneecaps, press the fronts of the thighs down into the floor. Roll onto the front edge of the seat bone. So just to refresh the action of your legs. And then come down onto your back. And we're just going to come into a restorative, bridge pose. So have a bolster where you can reach it. Have your folded blanket and then unfold it one fold. So that's your kind of pillow fold, if you like. Unfold it to like a quarter fold. And then roll up the end into a little Swiss roll. So you don't want it too thick, but don't want it too flimsy either. So you're going to come down onto your back and then just place your neck, the back of your neck into that Swiss roll. So this should feel really nice on your neck. If it doesn't feel like it gives you any support, then make the roll a little bigger. Then bring your feet as close to the seat bones as you can, and then lift your back and then raise the seat bones, and then bring the bolster underneath your seat bones. Just feel that you are level. And then you can either just rest your arms to the floor, to the side of you, or over your head like this, which is nice, or you can rest your arms at the side of the sides of the body. So just feel like you're in a good straight line position. Make sure that your neck still feels like it's being well supported. If your chest sinks a little, then just bring the bolster a bit higher up your back. And then just allow yourself to relax into the pose. So restorative pose, once you've found the right position, will give you really good energy. So just let the body rest. If you feel that you're not in a straight line, then adjust. If you feel like the roll underneath the neck is either uneven or not enough, then you can roll it up or down a little. So we've worked quite a lot in the shoulders and in the lower back, just to ease tension away from those areas. So if you have discomfort in between the shoulder blades, it's a really hard area to kind of stretch out. But the poses that we've done, the thread in the needle from virasana, garudasana, they all really help to kind of prise apart the shoulder blades. Yeah, and if the roll starts to feel too big underneath your neck, then just adjust the roll. If it doesn't feel like it's big enough, adjust the roll. So just allowing the body to release into the floor. No effort is involved in a restorative pose. Okay, when you're ready, just lift the seat bones, slide the bolster away. And then once you're back on the floor, pull your knees in towards your chest. Just have a little rock from side to side, from top to bottom. Sit yourself up and then just fold your blanket up in your little normal cushion position. Lay yourself in a really good straight line right down the centre of the mat. And then just for the last couple of minutes, just again allow the body to relax. Allow the body to completely release into the floor. Let the arms and the legs consciously release. Unhooking the muscles from the bones and the arms and the legs so that the body becomes heavy. And then observe the energy that radiates from the bones and into the muscles. The bones and into the muscles and into the flesh and the skin. And when you're ready to disturb yourself, just wriggle your toes, wriggle your fingers, bend your knees in towards the chest. Have a little rock from side to side, from top to bottom. And then very gently roll over onto your right side. Just stay down for a breath or two. And then straighten out the top leg, come back up into cross-leg position. Just bring the hands into Namaste. Final spinal lift. Draw your breath in through your nose and down into the abdomen. Be conscious of the energy that you have released through your practice this morning, that good, positive, healthy flow of clean energy that the extensions and the forward bends and the twists and the reclining poses bring to the body and to the mind. And then draw your chin down to meet your chest. Spend a moment to acknowledge the positive energy you have created inside. And then send some of that positive energy out into the world. very gently release the backs of your hands down towards your knees, palms facing upwards. Bring the tip of the index finger together with the tip of the thumb. Just a gesture of wisdom, of physical intelligence and peacefulness that we can carry into our day as an intention. And then raise your head, allow your eyes to softly open and the focus to softly come back. And then gently release the hands, raise your head. Thank you very much. So hopefully you feel like you've really lifted your energy and give yourself a good old stretch and you're ready to take on your day. So thank you very much for joining me.